guys. We're live from insomnia63. Day 2. The finals of the Rocket League will be on that stage later today. We're a bit sleepy because the lights have been turned off for some reason. We've only got one main light. But Stumpy, wake up! Stumpy!
Rocket casting. I had a dream.
Yeah, what was the dream?
I had a dream that I was at a really nice Insomnia-based LAN event in Birmingham, the NEC number 63. Oh my, I am here.
Hello, Birmingham.
It wasn't a dream.
How's it going, everyone?
Oh.
My name is Cole. His name.
My name is Stumpy, and we're Cockney now.
We're Cockney now. We're going to cast some Rocket League. So those of you who tuned in yesterday will have heard of the two teams that we've got running first. The favourite isn't going to be on yet.
No,
favourite
not
is
just yet.
Cantankerous, which is Seb and Distan and Crotini.
Boom.
But for now, we're looking at probably the teams that are looking to take those guys out. And they're very, very nearly ready. And those teams are DEFY Gaming, who lost to Cantankerous 3-0 yesterday, but showed some potential against Shoot, Score, Repeat. Shoot, Score, Repeat. Shoot, Score, Repeat.
Shoot, Score, Repeat, yeah. So these teams consist of Cheeky Lad, Kian and Duck on DEFY Gaming. So I've already seen them before. And we've also got Shoot, Score, Repeat, which is Tag Marta, Junket and Musby. We've not actually casted them yet. So it's taken until the second day before we've even considered getting them on the old streameroo.
Yeah. It's a high pressure game, so
yeah, this is going to be the first game of today of the beautiful Saturday. Me and Cole were confused as to what day it was earlier. We slept at our seats because we just live, breathe, and we will die Rocket League. But we're going to be seeing a lovely start to a game here, Kern, with a bit of an early opportunity. Sending it towards the centre. Nothing too much happening. Straight off. But cool. We had a good day yesterday, didn't we? We had a wonderful day.
We did have a wonderful day. We saw these guys, well, we saw one of these guys perform. We saw the team in blue perform, and they fought valiantly against the favourites, Cantankerous. They just didn't have enough in the tank. The first game, they were woeful. I think they lost 4 or 5-0.
Not enough in their can tank.
Nice. But then in the second and third game, they started to show their potential. And I really think that these guys, DEFY, are a team that we can very likely see on that stage behind us.
Very true, yeah.
This is the upper bracket as well, so these two have both got a life in tow. If they lose this series, they're still in. They're still kicking and screaming and fighting. No one is going out after this game. This is the battle to remain in that top bracket and stop the big risks happening. Because as soon as you go in the lower bracket, things start to get heavy, don't they?
Yeah, it's very true. One life is then what decides. Oh, these guys still on 2. Still very happy with the position that they are in. They've not yet lost a series that has put them down into a lower bracket. We've seen that Shoot, Score, Repeat. They have taken out a big old team. So they knocked down, it was Psycho's team. I'm struggling to remember the name of them. But they knocked down
that was
Psycho's
Good Luck.
team.
Good Luck.
That was the yeah. So we saw Good Luck yesterday. They took down Good Luck. They actually swept them 3-0. So definitely a team to look out for in Shoot, Score, Repeat. Shot coming out from Ken, saved by Taggers. You see the skill that they've got in terms of shooting and defense on both sides. Ken just hitting the crossbar here. Taggers pinching it high. Cheeky Lad bumping it up to Duck, sets him up. Junket tapping in, going in anyway. But the first goal of today will be going in favour of DEFY Gaming.
And I've got to say that DEFY Gaming are my favourites here. I think from what I've seen from them and what I know about the ability of, I'll admit I don't know Musby and Junket, but what I know about Taggers, I think I've seen a little bit more from this DEFY Gaming squad than I've seen when playing with Tag Marta.
Yeah.
However, I would love to be proved wrong. I would love for this to be one of those games that just goes left and right, ebbs and flows, back and forth, goals go both sides. And the defending so far from the Orange has been pretty good. Shoot, Score, Repeat have had their backs against the wall a little bit, but they're dealing with it pretty well. Apart from the goal that's gone in, they're dealing with the pressure fairly comfortably, I think it's fair to say. Oh, that's a good demo there from Cheeky Lad.
He saw him go hunting there.
Yeah, he did. His ball cam was on, but he had it off himself. You can see him go hunting, as you say, Stumpy, and look for the player rather than the ball. That's a good pass from Kieran. Already starting to show off that team play that served them so well up against Cantankerous in games 2 and 3. That was when they really showed their potential, when they started finding each other, looking for the ball, and also really pressuring their opponents. If they play with that much pressure, then I think that Shoot, Score, Repeat may well struggle with.
Cheeky Lad sending that right. Tag getting the demo, getting rid of him off the pitch as quick as pass. Ramping up that right wall, central by Kern. Junket clearing right once again. Dug into the centre. So many infield passes coming out here, but nobody seeming to be on the receiving end of them, unfortunately, for Shoot, Score, Repeat. No, sorry, for DEFY Gaming.
Ball's high in the air. Duck and Kian just going for the same boost, and then Tag Marta comes out of nowhere to swipe them both out the way. Pass comes in from Junket, but he can't make anything happen. There's the first real wave of pressure for shoot, score, repeat. Dealt with well enough by DEFY Gaming. The ball is going to fall down. Cleared well, though, by Kian. Looking solid in those aerial reads. Those reads off the ceiling as Tag Marta misses one of his own. Muzmy isn't going to have the boost to follow this one up, but it's missed by the DEFY Gaming player. And more pressure comes in from shoot, score, repeat. A better second minute or so for this squad.
Yeah, still very even. We've seen DEFY Gaming, obviously, they're quite a strong team. Both guys in the upper bracket, both have earned their way here. We've just seen a little bit more from DEFY Gaming as we did cast them yesterday. Both these guys earning their place quite rightly. So these games should be good, but we're talking about games that we should be looking out for earlier today. Which one should we be casting? And this was the one I think that everybody agreed on, in that they just seem so even in terms of their skill, not only in ranked, but in their sort of general scorelines they've had throughout the 2 days. Yeah,
after how easily shoot, score, repeat dealt with Good Luck, I feel that we are looking at the best of the rest right now, apart from Cantankerous.
Yeah, so Cantankerous seem to be in their own little bubble of they are just really, really good. There'll be a bit of a mountain to climb. There will be a true mountain to climb. There'll be a proper Kronovi of themselves.
Full-on Kronovi.
Yeah, exactly. So no, it'll be interesting to see who will basically be. I think we know basically who's going to be facing them. We know that Cantankerous will make it to the final round on the grand stage. Who will be there opposite them?
Right, 35 seconds remain, and so far it is DEFY Gaming who have a slender lead. Muzmy has to defend the Champ 3 player there. Up and down, looking like he's the sort of player that's going to touch Grand Champ and then fall back down again. He's sort of at that level that I seem to be at, where you hit it and then you drop it, then you hit it, then you drop it. That may be the level that we're looking at here for shoot, score, repeat in general. But here's Muzmy, the Champ 3 man himself. Tries to dribble it home, but can't. Good tackling from Duck. Muzmy rotates back, has help from Junket. Cheeky Lad's going to need to do well here. He's not managed to do it. Can take Mark to get the finish. He's on the backboard. It's off the backboard. He takes the shot. But Duck does get the save. Good composure in the final dying seconds of this game. And then Cheeky Lad dribbles it home, making it a 2-0 lead for DEFY Gaming. And that should be game number 1.
From one end to the other, Cheeky Lad just securing that victory for DEFY Gaming. Who was off the line? It was Duck off the line from Tag Marta's shot. Just setting that entire play up. That is now a confirmed win for DEFY Gaming. If they can get 2 here, then that's going to be remarkable. And they're not, so all is well.
I'm going to promise you right now they're not going to get 2.
Imagine if that did, though. How silly would you feel?
I would feel like a massive idiot.
That's fair, and yeah, that's just very fair. DEFY Gaming taking game numero 1. Still best of 5 today, everybody, up until our best of 7 grand finals, wherein we'll be on, like we said before, the big old stage. It's very, very exciting.
Yes, it is very
really,
exciting.
Really hype stuff. I was just trying to find the bracket from these guys. So I was trying to see like their previous results.
Okay.
Where are we? You keep talking.
Okay, cool. I thought you had something ready, but you
not
didn't. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So I'm having a look at the scoreboard right now. Kian with no goals, 335 points. So in ranked, that's a 670 point game with no goals. That's how you know that you've performed well. You've really been in and amongst the play for your team. It was close for shoot, score, repeat. They really started to build themselves into that game in the latter half of it. Almost got the equaliser. Probably the most exciting moment of that whole game was when there was that save from Duck on the goal line from the Tag Marta finish. Let me say now, it wasn't a bad finish from Tag Marta. It would have been tempting to just hit that ball gently to avoid hitting it over, to avoid missing. But he went for it with power. So good confidence from shoot, score, repeat. It's a tongue twister of a name. Shoot, score, repeat.
Shoot, score, repeat.
Yeah.
It's that song, isn't it? Eat, sleep, rave, repeat.
Yeah.
It's that one.
Yeah,
but they've just got one less action in there, so
shoot,
more efficient.
Score, rave, repeat. Could you fit a rave
Shoot,
in amongst the shooting, the scoring, and repeating?
Have a healthy diet, repeat. Because you need to reinforce that, guys. Eat an apple every now and then. That's what I say.
Well, we have a healthy diet of Rocket League ahead of us today.
Nice.
Starting with this great game between DEFY and shoot, score, repeat. The first one was a very, very close match. What are we going to see from us in game number 2? Stumpy Goblin, take us away.
Just talking very quickly about the bracket of these guys. You said that they've both currently gone 4 for 1. So they've only lost 1 series each. They're both in the upper bracket. Whoever goes down to the losers, they are going to be facing off against Big, Bad, Naughty. Bum, 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 bum. Definitely should have looked at this before. Bum.
I thought you had it written. When you started
Imagine if I did. Okay, we're still looking for Finding Door versus Atlas. Whoever loses that, or wins that, will then be facing whoever loses this, basically. So, still good teams to go up against. Once you're through here, you've still got to face Cantankerous.
I'm pretty sure as well that shoot, score, repeat have already 3-0'd Finding Door.
Have they? Oh, okay, fair enough.
I think so, but
oh, they have. That does ring a bell.
What else rings a bell is Duck with that kids cheering celebration. Cheeky Lad up against the backboard. Muzmy goes for it. He's a Grand Champ player, but he couldn't reach that ball there. And Duck was on hand to finish.
2 up as well. Tagmata coming along to support. In the end, it was just a double commit. Left nobody back in a nice position. I think Junket was just left in net like, oh, we just halved our defense here, lads. So, well shot, though. Can't take that away.
1-0 again to DEFY. Shoot, score, repeat once again find themselves on the wrong end of a 1-goal lead. Are they going to be able to equalise this time? They were so close last time. A few mistakes come in, more mistakes come in. Stumpy, we say how one error leads to more and more. Tagmata says okay in the game. Just watch this amazing goal. I don't think there was an orange player that touched the ball for about 15 minutes here.
Oh my God.
Send that into the Give Your Game fails of the week. That was absolutely beautiful. That's a great advert for Insomnia.
I will narrate that. I will whack that on the... I'll send it over towards GIF Your Game.
Yeah.
And I will give a scathing voiceover for that. Good Lord. That is... Yeah, but like you say, although that was very silly looking and pretty awful, it's a case of you expect players to hit it at this point. As soon as they don't, you see it in pro games as well.
Yeah, you do.
You see one whiff, and then somebody else is like, okay, I've whiffed it now. And then the player doesn't expect to be in there, but then somebody else is going up for it, and then you both whiff because you're expecting a hit. It's all about prediction.
Yeah, exactly. Players aren't adjusting their cars to where the ball is going. They're adjusting it to where it's going after the next hit.
Yeah.
So as soon as that domino is taken away, that next hit, it just leads to chaos, and that's what we saw. But do you know who's laughing, though? Shoot, score, repeat. They needed a bit of luck. They've been growing into the game. They've been showing that they're capable of certainly competing against DEFY. And now they have their goal.
Last game was only 1-0.
Yeah.
Or 2-0, I guess, in the end, yeah, because they had to sort of go up. Kern, though, missing a bit of a sitter. Just needed that to be going a little bit lower. Ends up hitting the crossbar. Can't sink it in, unfortunately, for him. Maybe looking to increase his accuracy just a little bit to make those easier. Although it was a quick shot, those easier shots a little bit more attainable.
Junket and Tagmata getting each other's way somewhat, and that's why Tagmata's touch was so poor. Ball is blocked off by Kian, although... The player in defense, Junket, does have 100 or 80 or so boost, so plenty of boost in the tank. Tagmata helps him out anyway, and the ball pitches out into the far corner. Here's Muzmi, that Grand Champ player, probably the highest ranked player on this team. Whether he's the best or not remains to be seen, but he's certainly used to dealing with the big boys. At 1600, you will run into pros occasionally, so he's used to the big games. Although ranked is very, very different to this tournament where there's a £4,000 prize pool on the line, $2,500 for the winners of the tournament, and Muzmi has just made a huge step in keeping them in this upper bracket.
Really nice placement here. Gets out of the way of any lurking defender. Can't quite get back in time. Just below the crossbar. They are horrible to try and save. That is why, like you say, he is a GC player. He's playing alongside Taggers, or Tagmata rather, who is also a GC player. Junko, however, he is Champ 3. But that doesn't necessarily mean that he is much less able than these guys. It just might mean that he might potentially be focusing more on six-mans, or he just might not have played ranked in a while. And that's not an issue. We've seen Junker before at previous I-Series. He's won it, I believe, previously as well, alongside Cheeky Lad. Junker and Cheeky Lad now be on different teams.
Oh.
I believe, I'm like 80% sure on that one.
Grudge Match 2K16, Grudge Match I63.
Yeah, I mean, all these players have got different game modes in which they are confident. Tagmata is a real big ones player. He always comes to these events hoping that there is a ones event going on so that he can go along and win a load of money for that. Kern, though, I thought that was missed. I thought that was going too wide to the right. Finding that open net, getting the equaliser.
Just an overcommit. It was Tagmata half rotating. He should have headed back. He made a split-second decision to try and get the block instead of just rotating back and picking up some boost and being there to block. It was the wrong decision by a long way, and we are tied in game number 2. DEFY equalise, and it's 2-all. Kian into the corner, isn't going to be able to get there. Junket has to help out with Cheeky Lad rotating back. Cheeky does manage to get a hit this time. The ball's gone underneath an orange player, but Tagmata this time is back in the goal to be able to defend. Pressure keeps on from DEFY. This could be the goal. Duck goes in. Almost a finishing chance for Cheeky Lad, who initially put in the assist, but it wasn't to be. Now Muzmi can't get the ball away because he's been taken out by an opponent. Put into the centre by Tigers, but Duck is going to be the first one. Oh, there. Kern up against Junket. Lots of 50-50s flying in. No one in any real control of the ball. I think that shoot, score, repeat are living on the ropes a little bit at the moment. DEFY certainly have more momentum, but shoot, score, repeat survived so far.
More momentum, but not much more finishing power. Obviously, we saw a bit of a lucky goal come out in favour of shoot, score, repeat. But you know what? That still counts for the same as an incredible wonder goal at the end of the day. Centred now by Kern. 2 up, Junket up as well. Gets one save, gets 2, earning that saviour medal for that play.
Great improvisation there from Junket. After the initial mistake, he did manage to get the ball away, but it counts for nothing in the end because the ball falls to Kieran, who puts it home.
Taggers, an awkward touch on the side there. Bounces high, comes very central. Wanted it to roll up the ramp, doesn't unfortunately. Kieran just taking full advantage of it, sending it wrong, wheeling the keeper. 3-2 now, 35 seconds remaining. Will that be our final scoreline? I imagine Kieran's going to be wanting a few more. They are right behind us. And every time they score a goal, there is so much cheering going on. I really, really like these guys' passion.
Junket's on the goal line, gets the ball away, wants some boost, but Taggers comes in and nicks his boost. This could be dangerous, this could be 4. Taggers does make up for his earlier mistake. Now it's Muzmy up against the opponent on the wall. Who's going to be the first to actually get this ball? It's going to be Kieran, who rotates around. Duckers is up there, looking for his teammate. The ball goes long, the ball needs to be saved by Tagmata, who manages it. 5 seconds remaining, and shoot, score, repeat, pump that ball forward, but Kieran's going to be on the other end of it. Ball's going to go up to the wall. Any of these players able to keep it high. Muzmy just about manages to, puts it onto the corner. Kieran fakes, DEFY Gaming win 2-0. We're on to a third game, and it's DEFY Gaming with a 2-0 lead.
We're now on series point. Will DEFY Gaming be able to take this in a sweep? If so, shoot, score, repeat will be going down to our lower bracket today. Still got a chance, but it might be a little bit of disheartening. However, we always said DEFY Gaming, they were my personal second seed.
Yep.
Cantankerous being the first seed. Shoot, score, repeat, 100% in the top 4 or 5 for me. Just ends up being how they play on the day. I know for a fact Tagmata has been playing very, very well recently. Hopefully this isn't the kind of thing he thinks, oh, we're being swept. Oh my god. Or is it going to be a case of they say, oh, we're being swept. Let's just go for it.
Well, they know that both these games they could have equalised, they could have gone on to win. Neither of these games were a blowout by any means. Shoot, score, repeat, it all came down to one moment where Tagmata decided to half rotate. It's a problem that we've identified with him and we've played with him before.
Yeah, that's very true.
He chose to half rotate instead of rotating back. It was the wrong decision on that occasion. You have to not let that affect you and not let that make you passive. As soon as you do that, then DEFY Gaming are going to walk all over you. And I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think whatever way this third or fourth or fifth game goes, I don't think either team is going to walk all over the other one, because I haven't seen any signs between these two that one of them is dominant compared to the other.
That's very fair. Talking of these guys, it's not like Muzby is only just sort of a GC player. He's also part of his university esports team. He's part of Durham University esports. So he is serious about this, even in his off time, as it were, quote unquote. When he's doing his studies, he is making sure that he's getting involved with the society. And I really like that. When I was at uni, it was only sort of like 2 years ago, but there was no sort of esports things going on at all. I really would have liked him, but yeah, there wasn't, unfortunately. So good on him being proactive with it.
Where I was at uni, they haven't heard of computers, so I think you're doing better than me.
You are remarkably old. It's insane that you are 80. You look good for your age, in all fairness, but...
I appreciate that. I just love Rocket League, man. It keeps me young.
That's fair.
Keeps my skin unwrinkled.
It's that and the blood of children, right?
Yeah, the transfusions.
Yeah, fair enough.
Where's this loose ball going to fall to? It's Duck who goes high. Junket's backflipping. Needs some help from his teammates who don't offer him any. Half get in the way, but Junket on that goal line, he's so fortunate that the ball happens to fall exactly where he was. Cheeky Lad pumps that ball long. Tagmata's underneath it, flicking it away. Does okay. Pinches into the far corner. That's Muzmy underneath it. Puts it into the centre. Cheeky Lad's high, so's Duck. Cheeky Lad wins out. Cheeky Lad's going to score. And DEFY Gaming in game number 3 have their lead.
Yeah, nice and high off the side here again. Kieran just centering it. Cheeky Lad coming straight across goal. Junkin not expecting Kieran to get such a nice angle of that. Just tipping it right into the middle, swiping across.
I think that the two blue players going for the ball as well made it harder to defend, because you didn't know if it was Cheeky taking the shot or if it was Kieran, I think, who was also going up, which made it way harder to defend because you couldn't just chuck your car between ball and goal, because there are suddenly 2 angles of which there can be ball to goal.
High in the blue box now, Muzmy and Kieran going for 50-50. Kieran ends up winning out. Central now, nobody there for Tagmata's pass. Duck, nice, very nice read there. Getting on the side of it to get it nice and high up. A miss coming out from Cheeky Lad. Moving central, nice and slow, just sort of testing the defense here, trying to find a hole in the armor, seeing if they can get a ball in there. Will it be the one to get them a goal to equalize?
Tagmata's in defense here, shadows well, and then his teammate helps him out with a demolition. Good defending there from shoot, score, repeat. Junket's got a bit of a tricky situation here. Is he going to go for it himself or ask a teammate to? I think he did go for it, but fortunately he missed out and his teammate was able to help. That's half a touch. I thought he'd missed that ball there. Danger now for shoot, score, repeat. DEFY starting to turn that screw just more and more, but Tagmata, thankfully for his team, can dribble the ball away. Needs a good read off the ceiling from Muzmy, as Muzmy is equal to it. It's Junket. Junket misses on the goal line. An absolute gift for DEFY Gaming. And if your shoot, score, repeat, you cannot afford to give goals away like that. That is poor.
Junket has been he's been an absolute paragon of defense the last few games. Finally a slip up. It just unfortunately happens at such a vital time. Cheekanad saying holy cow in the chat as well. Let's try not to be M, lads. Let's keep this nice. Let's keep this friendly.
Well, the cow's not unholy, is it?
Depends, mate.
Fair enough.
Has it been ordained?
I don't know.
Tell me, has the cow been ordained?
Ordained?
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, fair play. Well done. But yeah, so Junket being a very, very good person in defense. Fortunately, just let it slip at that moment. Tagmata couldn't recover quick enough. We're going to be seeing more chances come out here. Musby absolutely launching that like it's rugby. Really sending that ball as far as he can. Under half the game now, we are going to need to see something special come out from shoot, score, repeat. Yeah, they're not
showing too much in front of goal, not showing too much danger. Half a chance for Musby, as you say, but he just snatched at it. The ball went way too far, way too high, and they were back to square one. There's a good demo, though, from Tagmata on Cheeky Lad. The ball's able to come away with Kern, and now it's Musby going up against his own goal. Careful here, don't hit that ball too high, or else someone's going to follow up, and there we go, that's 3. That might be game, barring a huge comeback.
I saw this happen as soon as it goes that high.
Yeah.
It's so awkward to read off the sidewall. Duck there, going for a touch as well, trying to knock Musby out of the way. Cheeky Lad being saved by his own incompetence to an extent, hitting it off the crossbar on an open net and just tapping it in anyway. Everyone's seen that in ranked. You always think, you lucky. Oh, what
another opportunity for Junket. Can't finish. They just can't score this game. The shooting's not quite there. The defending, though, from DEFY is so good. Taggers does get a touch in their own on the opposition half. Just not able to direct that ball towards the goal. Every time they make a counter attack, suddenly you blink and it's DEFY Gaming that are on the counter. You know what I mean? You can never trust that shoot, score, repeat have that finish in them, which makes it so hard to believe that they're going to score. And if it's hard for us to believe it, watching above, it must be bloody difficult for them to believe it down there.
Very fair. Junket taking that touch in his own half, trying to go on it on his own. Tagmata getting involved, trying to go for the
well done, mate, well done.
Wonderful vision there by Tagmata, getting in the way, making sure that if he was going to attempt to save, it was not going to be easy. Getting in the way of Kern here, landing, just getting him straight out of the way. Musby, even if he did get a touch, that 50-50, I feel, was going in Musby's way. 3-1 now, just 2 goals in it.
Tagmata, very, very close, if he hasn't made it already, to Grand Champion in ones. And the ones players are the ones who see those bumping opportunities. And they don't just see them, they seize them. And that's what Tagmata did there, buying his team an opportunity. They still need 2 more goals, though, in the last 60 seconds. It is still a big mountain to traverse, but at least there's a mountain that they can traverse.
Yeah, 1 minute now. Time is slowly running out. Duck is trying to try. And that's 5 seconds immediately. That is 1/12 of their time gone straight away. How much longer will it end up in the orange half? A demo coming out from Junket there, an open net. Unfortunately, no boost to carry on from Tagmata. Junket back in his own net now. Aerial touch. Duck going for a demo. Just getting in the way. All these little touches, they might waste 2 seconds each time. Do 10 of them. That's a third of their time gone.
Absolutely. Musby's up against Junket. Sorry, against Cheeky Lad. Cheeky Lad wins. Does have control of the ball. How much boost does he have? He's got 11. Gets a great flick there. Goes around for himself. Steals the boost. And that could be game that no one can still score open goals. It's a scourge of I63.
It really is.
No one fancies it.
No, 14 seconds. We need a goal now if we want to be seeing shoot, score, repeat carry on to the higher bracket. It's going to be looking like, however, DEFY Gaming are going to be your upper bracket winners of this game. They're going to be carrying on through the competition, and they will be facing the winner of Cantankerous versus Good Luck.
DEFY Gaming, good performance from them. Unfortunate from shoot, score, repeat. Just a few mistakes in key moments, and DEFY Gaming were good enough to make the most of those opportunities. That was the key difference there. Credit to the boys. They played so well, the DEFY team. Cheeky, Kieran, and Duck, all of them performing, all of them chipping in. I hate to say it was too unfortunate from shoot, score, repeat, because I do think DEFY Gaming were the better team, but it did truly just come down to those moments, those key little moments where shoot, score, repeat players would make the wrong decision, and then DEFY would get an easy goal.
Yeah, you see these little flashes in the pan of brilliance. So say from Junket in his own net as well.
Yes.
You saw how versatile he was and how good it was that he could just reposition and get some saves. He'd get 1, he'd get 2. He struggled with the 3rd, but to get to 2, you've already done pretty well. You've already thought that extra step ahead. But then you just see every now and then he there's just an error, and it's really unfortunate because you know what he can do.
I think a key moment was in game number 1.
Yep.
So close to an equaliser for shoot, score, repeat. Would have changed that first game, given them momentum, just made the DEFY game and question themselves a little bit. It's saved. It's a wonder save from Tagmata's shot.
Yep.
They go at the end, make it 2-0, and suddenly, looking back on it, it's a comfortable victory.
Yeah.
But just individual moments.
Yeah, it's just these little bits. It is a shame, but obviously that's how the game goes sometimes. It's not always going to go to the plan that you want. So yeah, we've got, we're trying to start an interview at the moment.
We are.
Hopefully going to be getting a player up here.
They're right there, so
Yeah.
should we just call him up?
Should we call him?
Oi, Cheeky! Cheeky!
Come here.
Come here.
Yeah,
Be
you.
interviewed. Right, we've got
Yeah,
an
yeah.
interview. Our producer has gone and got us an interview with Cheeky. He's done really well there. He had to pull
Where's
some
our
strings.
seat? Where's our extra seat?
He had to pull some strings. You guys sit. I'll. Okay, I will let him use my mic, producer.
They can't hear that. Right, okay. Hey, Cheeky, you'll sit next to me, mister. Hi, mate. Well, they can't hear you say hello yet because you've not got a microphone on. Hi, mate.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, you're very smiley. I like smiley Cheeky. It's nice. Oh, like that, just above your chin. Because your mouth isn't on your neck,
There
is
we
it,
are.
mate? Come
Sorted.
on. How you doing? Are you happy? You happy lad?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That was. I played pretty badly. Not too happy with my performance, but yeah, they
But your
carried me.
team was very good.
Yeah, they carried me.
I mean, I think something that would sum up your performance in that game was when you had an open net and you hit the crossbar, then it came down, then hit you, and then went in. Which I respect. I respect the audacity to even think of going for that.
The ranked special.
The ranked special, yeah.
Yeah, it's it's one of those things you kind of pick up along the way.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you've been practicing it.
Yeah.
In the 6 months in your ranked. We heard you guys being very vocal back there. I'd be
Yeah.
surprised if the stream didn't pick it up because it really was quite loud. Have you guys been loud sort of throughout the competition? Have you been sort of amping each other up and really shouting for it, or is this the thing that when it comes to the big matches you really feel it?
You know, when we know we've got an important game and there's tough opponents, we've got to really get ourselves hyped up. You know, fist bumps, shouting at each other, just
Just really getting involved, making
it's
a team
LAN.
effort.
You know, you got to.
Yeah.
If you're at a LAN, next to your teammates, you got to be shouting at them.
That's very fair.
if you're quiet, what's the point in even
Boring.
coming?
Boring at that point.
No point coming.
Yeah, especially when you're when you got a nice kit on as well. A lovely little kit. I've always loved. Me and Carl have always said it's like the vitality colours. It's the thing of the yellows and your oranges with your black. It just looks so nice. Do you want a question?
Yeah, so Cantankerous, I believe next.
I believe they have. I don't believe they've currently lost a game.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that.
Have you
Definitely gonna have to do
still not
something
lost a
about
game?
You know,
How's that allowed?
we're just ready to go straight into it. You know, we want to get training. You know,
Yeah.
we're feeling better, like a lot better than yesterday. So,
Were you not very confident yesterday with your performance, or?
well, we took a lot of games to actually work up to their speed, and then by the time we got to like the last couple games, we were trying to match them and beating them several times. But we're gonna go out there and
Have you scrimmed them at all?
do something.
Have
No.
you? No. Are you just waiting
No,
to
no.
face them on the stream?
They can't. We can't be scrimming them.
Oh, right. Okay. Fair enough. Are you confident though? Are you confident?
Yeah. Confident.
Can you make Cheeky promise not to sit back in game number 1 again?
Oh yeah. Can you not sit back in game number 1? Yeah. Be aggressive. Be punchy.
Yeah.
Beat them like, and then go sort of in between games. Go up to Crotini and punch him in the chest.
Yeah.
Cause like a heart palpitation or something.
That's another level of aggressiveness, but
Yeah. But you know what? It's a LAN. you gotta do it when you're at a LAN. When in Rome. Thank you so much for joining us, Cheeky. We'll be back in the next game, which will be Arion Gaming versus Poggers at 1 o'clock. I'm looking for a nod from Mr. Producer. Is that a nod? It's a thumbs up instead. Thank you very much. We'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks,
Wave, you got to wave.